na shida mingi sana, sababu hata watoto hawawezi kusoma vizuri.
Nikafikiria vile nitapata ng'ombe ingine na sharp cutter ndio niweze kujikuza kimaisha.
We have approximately 50,000 farmers, small-scale farmers who we work closely with.
Our farmers are allowed to call us and consult with us.
Anatulipa vizuri, wachelewe kutulipa na tunafurahia.
I'll be able to foot all those bills from the produce of this farm.
Out of the money which I got, the major aim is to expand that project so that it's viable.
Like the last one, I was paying 14,000 per month, and I was very comfortable with it.
The whole money I went and bought an animal, and I don't regret it.
In Kenya, small-scale agriculture production accounts for 75% of the total agricultural output and 70% of marketed agricultural produce. The sector is also the main driver of the non-agricultural economy, largely managed by small and medium-sized enterprises, also known as SMEs. SMEs contribute in smallholder agriculture development by taking part in agricultural value chains, from farm input supply all the way to processing and marketing of produce. However, most Kenyan SMEs have inadequate capital and limited market access, among other challenges. This is why the Program for Rural Outreach of Financial Innovations and Technologies, PROFIT, was established. The PROFIT program is implemented under the Directorate of Budget, Fiscal and Economic Affairs of the National Treasury, with funding from the International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD, and the Government of Kenya. It is designed to facilitate sustainable access to a broad range of financial services for poor rural households.
The broad objective of PROFIT is to contribute to poverty reduction in rural Kenya. Initially, we were to reach 800 smallholder farmers, but because of the reduced time of extension, we are now targeted to reach 287,750 smallholder farmers.
It seeks to increase incomes of target groups through improved production, productivity, and marketing in smallholder farms and off-farm enterprises. The program has 4 interrelated subcomponents: risk-sharing facility, credit facility, business support services, and financial graduation.
Commercial banks have liquidity but are unwilling to lend to smallholder farmers. Under the risk-sharing facility, we are providing in 2 tranches, 370 million to the Agricultural Finance Corporation. We are providing 320 million shillings to the Barclays Bank of Kenya. They both developed and adopted the anchor model, where you take one large actor in a given value chain in order to reach a large number of smallholder farmers. For the AFC, we were able to work on the wholesale credit facility, where they are lending on wholesale terms to savings and credit cooperatives, rural, to microfinance banks, in order to enable them to reach a very large number of smallholder farmers.
The PROFIT program is changing the perception of financial service providers towards lending to smallholder agriculture through its risk-sharing facility.
They are able to reach the farmer without demanding for a title deed. They are able to reach the institutions and lend and reach smallholder farmers without asking for hard collateral.
Alongside the risk-sharing facility funds, financial institutions were provided with technical service providers to develop innovative financing products for smallholder farmers. They also build capacity of participating financial institutions' employees in value chain linkages and their financial requirements. Alliance for a Green Revolution in Africa, AGRA, manages the risk-sharing facility, while the PROFIT Program Coordination Unit ensures adherence to agreements between all participating institutions. The risk-sharing fund covers a negotiated percentage of the principal losses on loan granted to each category of borrowers. For example, 50% for smallholder farmers, 30% for medium-scale value chain actors, and 10% for large-scale value chain actors. The actual proportions covered for each class of borrower is negotiated with individual banks, guided by market conditions and best practice. In May 2018, Thai Sacco received a wholesale loan of 42.9 million Kenya shillings from Agricultural Finance Corporation AFC at a 10% interest rate, payable within 5 years on reducing balance and with a 3-month grace period. Between June and July 2018, the society was able to lend 4.9 million Kenya shillings to 111 of their members.
The demand for loans is quite high in our area of operation, and this partnership has enabled us, for example, to reach the dairy farmers. We are able to assist the dairy farmers to buy cows. They are also able to buy the chaff cutters to enable them improve on their feeding and husbandry of the animals.
Susan Omai successfully paid off her first loan of 90,000 Kenya shillings, which gave her the courage to take on a bigger loan to expand her farming business.
Pomaliza hiyo ya 90,000 nikafikiria vile nitapata ng'ombe ingine na sharp cutter ndio niweze kujikuza kimaisha na niendeleze maisha yangu na familia yangu. Nikachukua 112. Sasa hiyo ndio sasa naendeleza kulipa kidogo kidogo. Alafu nikimaliza niko na project zingine nimepanga.
The milk she delivers every day to her local dairy acts as collateral for her to access loan facilities. In the near future, Susan plans to install a water pump to make her work easier. When Rahab Njoki lost her husband, she turned to Thai Sacco and her farming enterprise to take care of her family and pay off family debts.
Nĩngũrĩte macini ngekĩra irima na mbeca ndutĩte o kwao. Thitima nĩtũrekĩrire mũthenya ũngĩ na mbeca ndutĩte o kwao. Ũguo nĩ ĩkĩte maũndũ mega na manene gũkũ.
Jungle Mark got a loan from Barclays Bank of Kenya, which they used to streamline operations and pay farmers in good time.
Initially, we used to take like a few days to a week, depending on how fast or how quickly our customers pay the produce that we sell to them. But since our partners came on board, we are able to pay our farmers on an hourly basis.
They have been training farmers to engage in organic farming, which improves the value of their produce. The company has also introduced J-Hela, a mobile-based payment and farmers finance solution through which farmers receive payments and access credit facilities.
Ũguo nĩ nyonete umithio na ngatĩa kambuni ĩyo na koguo na rĩu mahinda maya no tũrathiĩ na mbere na kũmahe na nĩ matũrĩhaga na thogora mwega. Ũguo ona nĩo matũmire tũtigane na broker tondũ nĩ twendagĩria broker hĩndĩ ĩyo tũtanamenyana nao na nĩ matũhinyagĩrĩria mũno tondũ ona matunda nĩ twagũragĩrwo na ciringi 2. Kenjuga mũndũ ũyũ wakwa nĩ ngũrĩte iting'i ngawĩrigĩra na thigĩngĩ ona mbeca icio cia kuma kwa Jagonat cigĩ na makĩria makadania nĩ tũrĩhagwo wega mũno.
Universal Traders Sacco UTS offers financial products and services to its clientele who range from farmers, micro-enterprises, civil servants, self-help groups and associations.
I took my first loan where I was guaranteed, and my first loan was 50,000. My vision is to be the leading seedling farm, and I'll be specifically concentrate on oranges, pawpaws, avocados, and strawberries.
In January 2018, UTS received a wholesale loan of 100 million Kenya shillings from AFC for onward lending to smallholder farmers in the horticulture, cereals, dairy, and livestock value chains.
The SACCO current membership is split almost 50-50 into two areas where we have the business people and the farmers.
UTS SACCO was expected to extend the loans ranging from 20,000 to 50,000 Kenya shillings to about 5,000 beneficiaries in a 5-year period.
We expect by the end of the year, through also the element of revolving these funds, we may cross the 100 million mark.
Privam Nuts is a macadamia processing and export company that is currently working with approximately 16,000 to 17,000 registered farmers. The company got a loan of 40 million Kenya shillings from UTS, which is helping them expand their business.
We have a production capacity of 7,000 metric tons. Through our partnership with UTS, we've been able to train more farmers, help them in expanding in the product lines which they have. That is, you'll find others doing dairy farms, and they can also supplement it with macadamia. So we've also been able to supply most of our seedlings this year through them, through the farmers connection, the farmers who they had, and we've been able to bring them also to the macadamia industry.
Gerishon Bogo is one of the thousands of farmers that rely on Privam Nuts as a consistent market outlet for their macadamia produce.
Area hii tunanunuliwa na Privam Nuts na wanatulipa vizuri, wachelewi kutulipa na tunafurahia.
Okia Farmers Cooperative Society, together with Kaiti Dairy Cooperative Society, jointly borrowed 1 million Kenya shillings from UTS SACCO to stop dairy inputs that are sold to their farmers. UTS SACCO has also partnered with CIC Insurance to insure dairy cows owned by their members.
Wametusaidia loan ya 1 million tukanunua chakula ya kusaidia members. Kama ni member unakuja unachukua chakula, mwisho wa mwezi tunakata kwa ile maziwa umeleta. Yani tunapatia member credit kulingana na ile volume ya maziwa yake.
As one of the model farmers and leaders in Kaiti Dairy Cooperative Society, Dr. Josephine Mwikali leads by example. She gave her own land title deed as collateral to enable other cooperative society members to access and benefit from loan facilities.
Within 3-4 months of joining the UTS, I managed to get my first loan of 250,000 because the terms were very, very, very good. And since then, I've finished paying that loan in 2 years' time, 24 months. I was very comfortable in paying because the cow also which I had bought was pregnant, and within a month it had given birth, and it was producing about 15 liters per day that time. So I was able to pay the loan with the milk from the cow.
By 2018, Imarika SACCO, headquartered in Kilifi town, had an active membership of about 62,000 members. In June 2018, Imarika SACCO received a wholesale loan of 100 million Kenya shillings from AFC at a 10% interest rate, payable within 5 years with a 3-month grace period.
When this opportunity came, we embraced it as a way which we thought would also enhance our objective to grow the SACCO.
The loan is secured using a title deed for Imarika Plaza building, which is still under construction. The lack of market intermediaries, high poverty levels among smallholder farmers, droughts and floods have challenged the onward lending of the loans. Imarika issues the loans at 18% interest on reducing balance with a 3-month grace period.
We have lent to four farmers so far, but we have received many applications. Hopefully those applications are still being processed, and hopefully we should be able to lend more.
Peter Thoya has great interest in agribusiness. After a successful application, he is now expanding his horticultural farming enterprise.
I had proposed the 10,000 liters tank, but it had to be raised high, so it needed a stand which I have also done because I want to do drip irrigation. I want to finish with the piping in this shamba, then plant the seeds, and I will be good to go.
With a few years to his retirement from work, Shadrack Jirani has already started preparing to engage in income-generating activities at his farm. His proposal to Imarika Sacco for a loan to engage in poultry farming was successful. The risk-sharing facility is changing perceptions of financial institutions towards lending to agricultural value chain actors. Participating financial institutions are overcoming the challenges that come with lending to smallholder farmers. More and more smallholder farmers are accessing quality financial services, reducing poverty, and building sustainable businesses for the future.
The risk-sharing facility is a credit guarantee fund. So we are not spending, but we are able to reach very many smallholder farmers.
We would wish to be able possibly to get a bigger loan, maybe 100 million plus, so that we can be able to reach more members, the youth, women, and also men in all the areas that we are funding.
We have seen it create a lot of confidence to the farmers and also the will to also transact with the SACCO.